Hey, good morning. How are you this morning? It's another wonderful morning. So, how are you doing today? It's one of those days where it's going to be 20 degrees. That is so gorgeous. 20 degrees on a Thursday morning in March. It's great. So, to this morning, it's beautiful. The sun is shining. As a matter of fact, I should maybe release the window to see the sun coming in. So the sun is shining. Hi, good morning, Corinne. How are you? The sun is shining this morning, so that is really nice. And it's great to be alive and awake today. Hi, Taron. How are you this morning? Today's morning blessing is amazing. It's going to be something that we all need at this time and the joy of living. But how was your greeting to self first? Did you greet yourself wonderfully? Like, hello, here you are. How are you doing today? The greeting to self is really important because that is what starts your day. We say that all the time, but it's good though. It's good to have those type of greetings, saying hello to yourself first thing in the morning. I just love it. It brings laughter. It brings a little bit of joy, and then you can say that to yourself. Nobody else will say it to you. So here you go and you say, hello, here you are. And this is the most important thing. So this is a wonderful morning. It's sunny, it's bright, 20 degrees. Things are looking up. My favorite weather is coming around the corner. And there we are. So what is your mantra for today? My mantra for today is, I am full of hope. Your mantra today is hope. I am full of hope. We cannot let what is happening around us distract us from the hope we have. We hope that everything will turn out for the best. Hope is internal. It does not stop. You have to keep hope in your heart. So if you have it, when the news comes on, there is the third wave, the fourth wave, the 10th wave, the 99th wave. When I look at the needle, I cringe. And I have to hope when I get the needle, it doesn't look like it's going to come out on the other side of on my right arm, from my left to my right. So this is what I'm looking at. Hope is that I am full of hope. And if you're full of hope, you're going to be full of joy. If you're full of hope, you're going to be full of belief. Hi, Yoko, good morning. If you're full of belief, then you're full of faith. And that is important. So let us look at that. So guess what? Your morning blessing today is on hope. I wanted to stress hope because every time I've come to the point now, like I hardly ever turn on the television, hardly ever. And that is because every time I turn it on, I see something, I hear something that is just with a normal human being, it will take away your hope. It will take away everything that you have in you. Hi Rose, good morning. Thanks for dropping in. So what we see will destroy our hope. Hope is in the middle, right? Belief is on one side and faith is on the other side. And if you don't have those two, corner in hope, you will lose hope. When you have hope though, you pick up another little thing, and that's joy. So this is what you have to remember. On one side, you have your belief. I believe it will get better. I believe I will succeed. I believe I will feel better. I believe I have faith. I do have faith that it will work out. So that is one of the things we have to have. And then there is the hope. They say hope lies eternal. You cannot drop hope. You cannot, if you give up hope, you're going to sink to the bottom and you will drown. So hope is what I'm bringing you this morning. I want to inspire you to hold on to that little bit of hope that you see. I want to inspire you this morning to realize that without your hope, you're leaving yourself open for all the negative energies to just crush you. Because when you talk to a friend, I went for a walk yesterday and there I am walking. And somebody saw me, we stayed 6 feet and more apart. And they said, doesn't it just kill you? And I said, no, it doesn't just kill me. But when I looked, she didn't have a mask. When I looked at her face, she looked like it was killing her. Then I kept walking because I was going down to the lake for my walk. And there was this man, my friend's husband, with his dog. And he was just as exasperated as her about everything. If I don't get my vaccine, I won't be traveling. And then we still have to say we get our vaccine and we have to have hope we can travel. So if you listen to all what they say, they're saying in some third world countries where we like to travel to, they are not getting enough vaccine. So what are we doing? So will our vaccine prevent us from getting this strain over there? So you see, we have to have better hope than that. We have to have hope that everybody gets the vaccine all over the world, because without that we cannot open the world. So hope is something we have to use a lot of. Hope is the thing that will tell you what you're doing is okay. Hope is going to tell you keep trying. Hope will tell you you have faith, it's going to work out. Hope without faith is weak. Hope without belief is weak. You need belief, you need to believe, and you need to have faith, and you need hope. And when you put those three together, you get joy. You get a feeling of complete satisfaction, not happiness. I am not talking about happiness. I'm talking about that joy, that thing, that serum you feel inside of you. Joy is not a moment in time. Happiness is a moment in time. So when you have joy, it is a continuous thing. Happiness comes because of this made me happy. But joy just keeps going through you, staying within you, helping you to sort it out. That is the joy you have. So when you have hope, you have to have joy. If you're hoping and you're doubting, then you have to tune in on your joy, tune in on your faith. What do I believe? Do I believe it's going to get better? Do I believe things are going to work for me? Good morning, Debbie. Do I believe that things are going to work and make me feel stronger? Do I believe that? So this is what it is. Your hope is the thing that you have to keep. I hope I pass my exam. I hope I did well. I hope I find a job. And you're going to have to hold on to hope. You cannot stop using the word hope, because it is internal. It must give you, it gives you a little bit of inspiration to the point, I know I will get it. But you must pong hope into you. And then when you're ponging hope, believe that you're going to get it. Have faith in what you're thinking. Have faith in what you're planning. If you're planning to buy a house, have faith you'll get the house at the right price for you. Have faith you'll get it in the right area. Have faith you'll have the greatest neighbors around you. Have faith that you will live on a street where everybody is kind and respectful. If you're looking for a job, have faith that that will be what it is you will get, be the best job for you now. It mightn't be the best lasting job, but it's for right now, it's good. You have to have hope. Never see your cup half empty. Don't say my cup is half empty. You have to have hope that your cup is half full. It is half full. Because if it is not half full and you're losing your hope, you know something is wrong with what you're doing. Something is wrong with what you're thinking. All of our actions comes from our thoughts, which starts in our heart, goes to our head. And if we give up hope, we will sink to the bottom. That's where we will drown. You don't drown on the top of the water, you drown at the bottom. So hope is what will let you hold on and look for a rope and say, somebody is going to send me a lifeline. So if you're in the water and you're sinking and you look up and you see the lifeline, you will reach for it. And that is what hope does. Hope is not something you can let go. You must find hope, even in a simple thing as cooking dinner, and you have never tried it. You have to say, I hope it comes out well. You hear that often. I hope it works for me. But hope by itself is not enough. You have to believe that what you believe will happen, what you have faith in will happen, and what you feel joy for will happen. This woman we had last night on the live, those of you that came to that live, it was blowing out of the world. She was great. If you get a chance, watch it. And the way she teaches employment, and she talked about a man that came from another country. He was an engineer. And she said he had been trying, and she's been coaching him, and she was talking to him every week, and sometimes 3-4 times a week. And then at 60, and he got a job. But he had hope. He got hi Donata, good morning. He got a job with Link, which is the subway system or whatever it's called. So what I'm trying to say is that he never stopped trying. He never stopped. He had hope. At 60 to start again is hard. But if you have hope, if you believe, then you're going to keep trying. You're going to keep pushing. And I have hope. Things happen. Somebody will say something to you and it might daunt you. And that is when you lose, when you let the daunting voice tells you this is not working, Tessa-Marie. This is not enough, Tessa-Marie. Then I have to ask myself, why am I doing this? What it is I want out of it? Where is my hope? I hope it works. This man hoped for a job. You hope to buy a home. You hope to find a job. You hope to do something else. You hope to succeed. You hope to climb the top of the ladder. You hope to know that you are the best at what you do. You hope to believe, and you do always look at yourself as climbing. Because every time you reach the top of one mountain, another one comes. It's not bad, it's success, but you need to climb it. So you have to have hope that I will find the right places on that mountain to put my feet into those spots so my hand to hold that, and so I can go up. When I climbed the bridge in Australia, we had to have one limb on 36 inches square. Like 18 inches square. One limb at all times was supposed to be on this. So your hand is here, your one foot has to be there. Because without that, I wouldn't get to the top of that bridge. And I wanted to go to the top, and I wanted to come out on the other side. So hope is what you have to do. Hope is hoping I grabbed the reel properly. Hope was when they put the thing on me, it was done properly. The tension rod to keep me from falling this way or that way when we were going like this. So hope, it was really snapped. So you cannot let hope leave you alone. You cannot walk away from hope. You cannot give up, because when you give up, you're not believing. And if you believe, you have to stay focused. If you believe, you have to keep trying. If you believe, you have to say to yourself, what am I doing the best I can? What can I do to raise my level? What can I do to push up to the next bar? What can I do when I get there? How can I grasp that other rail? That's hope. And that's faith in believing there's always going to be a rail for you to hold on to get to the top. That's your belief, and that's your faith. God will supply all your needs. You have to get it. So when you are sitting in the mire of despair, hope is what you have to cling to. When you're sitting and all of those around you are losing their heads and blaming it on you, when you find yourself in that position that somebody said it's not going to work, you have to hold on. And if you believe it will, you have to say, I will try. Just don't give up. And when you get to that spot, there is always somewhere else to go. There's always a higher spot to go. Don't be contented and said, I worked so hard to get there. But there is more, because at that spot, that other spot, that hopeful spot, that thing you want, that undaunting, demanding thing that you're putting on yourself is going to give you the hope to touch somebody new. You have to have hope to do something. If your hope is to prepare a fabulous meal for your family on the weekend, then do it. And maybe if nobody comes to eat, who cares? You did your part. Their part was to show up to eat. And you did your part. You said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to prepare a meal on Sunday for my family. Prepare the meal. If they show up, then they will enjoy it. If they don't show up, then so be it. But you have made your commitment. And once you're committed to yourself, you're committed to that faith, you're committed to your belief, and you're committed to doing the best you can, nobody can stop you. There is no stopping you. You might have a detour. You might have to tweak it. You might have to ask questions about it, but you have to keep going. If you believe, you must have hope. If you have hope, you must have faith that what you're doing is the best you're doing for yourself. And at the end of all of this, the most important thing you can ask yourself or your God or your belief or the superpower that you know that is beyond you, that is greater than you, is what can I do for my high self today? You don't need to pray more than that if you don't need to pray. If you can read scripture, then read scripture. If you have an opening prayer like we have, dear Our Father, then do that. Because it tells you, give me this day my daily bread, and let it be done on earth as it is in the heaven, which is utopia. So there you go. So what you have to do though, each and every day, is to ask, what can I do for my high self today? If you ask that question, you will get an answer. And when you get an answer, you might not like it and you'll say, why this? But you ask, and that might be what you need for your higher self. You might need to go through this little pain for you to come out on the other side. A door might show up, and then when you go in, that door is not the right door. But if you go in, you'll find there's another door beyond there. There's another room, or somebody is there that can help you find the proper door. So don't say, I see a door, I go in, and the door I asked and I received this door and then I found out. No, did you look? Did you take your time and see when you entered it, when you did this, what did you learn? Did you find your soul? Did you find your soul? Did you find the true you? Did you find your calling? Hope. You have to hope that what you're looking for will materialize for you. You have to hope what you want to do will materialize for you. If you have to go to the doctor, you have to hope you're going to get the best news. You might not get the best news, but you will get something that will help you to see this is how it is for now, and this is what you can do for it this time. And that is enough, because at least before you went, you didn't know, but now you know. And that is what you always have to believe. Hope will always make you find out what you need to know. So keep yourself high in hope. Don't throw it away. Don't let somebody dash your hope away, because you won't find it. If you lose hope, you lose life. If you lose hope, you lose the very, very tiny little thing called breath. We don't care about it. It happens automatically in and out, and we keep going. So if we lose hope, what are we going to do with breath? We will lose breath too, because we'll do things that maybe will take away our breath, not in a good way. So we have to hold hope. Hope is the key for you to get where you want to go. And you have to have a belief in something greater than you. And if you do have that belief, don't forget, at the beginning of the day is to ask, before you step out of your house, what can I do? Before you pick up the phone, what can I do for my higher self to do? Show me what I should do for that higher part of me. Not the low. We all have levels. You're going for the top. You're going for the jugular. You're going to be the best you can. You're going to be the king. You're going to be the queen. And that is that is your higher self. So what am I going to do, the queen inside of me? What am I going to do to trick the God inside of me? What can I do for my higher self today? I can come here. I can get motivated to do that. I can breathe a prayer. I can shed a tear. And then I come and I stand here and I tell you. And you say, well, why did you cry? I have no idea. But I knew I had to cry. It came and you can't do anything about it. So hope is what will always confuse you, because it can be taken away from you by what you hear, what happens around you. But then you have to shift and say, you know what? It's not happening to me. Don't hope and don't take action. So if you're hoping, take action. If you're hoping for something and something happens, follow it. Follow that string. It might lead you to something better. It might lead you to somewhere where you're going to ask yourself a question. Is that it? What is here? I cannot see what I'm looking for. And ask God to be clear. Say, be clear. I don't get it. Don't give me parables or riddles. I'm not good at it. And you know that. So give it to me clear. Let me handle it. Show me what I should do. If I come to you, I need an answer. And that is what hope is. Hope is believing that what you're going to do, you will succeed at it. You will get it, because you have hope in it, and you have faith, and you have belief that it will happen. So this morning, I hope you got this. I hope you got your diamond. I hope you got your nugget. And I hope you got your pearl. So if every time you turn on the TV, you hear there's another wave, honestly, for the amount of waves we have had, we should all be flapping around in all these waves of water. So another more is coming. Have hope that more, it will stop. It has to stop. The same way it began, it will stop. And that is something we have to believe. We don't know when. So in the meantime, just have hope that all of these disturbances, all of what is preventing us. I was talking to a young woman and she told me the mask is just ruining your face, because she works in the services and she has to keep it on. That must be painful. So those of us who don't have to have a mask on every day, we have to realize that there are people who have to have that to save lives. and it's scary for them, and it's itching and they cannot itch it. So we have to believe there's going to be hope that they will get a release, that it will get better. They'll invent a better mask, or the disease itself will evaporate. Just the way it came, it will go. And maybe it will come back again in a different form or shape, and maybe this time we'll be better prepared. All of that is hope. I hope we're better prepared. I hope it will go away. I hope it will dissipate. I hope this young lady's face will be fixed and get back to normal. I hope for a lot. So you see, you cannot let hope fall. We have to keep it up. So this is what it is for today. So sending you light and joy. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you that comes here. There are not many of my followers on at 8. There's very few at 9 days more, at 10 days more, at 11 days more, at 12 days more, and it goes up. So at this time of the morning, there are like 25 followers or 25 people of mine who knows I'm here. At 7 days, 19. At 9 days, 30. At 10, it goes into the 40s, and it goes like this. So this is a morning blessing. I have to give it to you at this time. This is the morning. I have to give it to you early enough so that you can tweak something in your life. You can change something in your life. So I have hope and faith that this will work. I don't know if I will get more than 12 of you, or 10 of you, or 6 of you. But after, at the back end, when people are awake, I will get all these messages. I watched your live and I needed it. And that is what matters. So I am doing it because it started from my heart, and it will continue going from my heart. I am not going to change it yet because I don't do anything without asking for guidance. There's hardly anything I do in my life that I don't ask God, which way should I turn? So 8 o'clock is 19 or 20 of you, 25 of you at 8 o'clock, and not all 25 can come. You might be doing your own thing, but I always say to you every day, however many of you are here today, so there's 5 of you. So if one of the 5 gets something out of there today, mission accomplished. Here I am in my house in Toronto, Canada. And if I can get somebody in New York or in the United States to get 1 pebble from what I have to say, and they can use that pebble to put it to stop a leak in their hope, or they get a nugget, or they get a pearl, or they get this diamond, and they can use it and it changed their life, that's what matters. Because when I started this journey, it wasn't supposed to be as it's going. It evolved into what it is. So 8 o'clock it is. You cannot have a morning blessing later than that, really. It's not going to be a morning blessing. I wake up at 5 because I like the day to go. I like the day to move on. I like to be part of the moving of the day. If I woke up later than that, I will be the person trying to catch the train that's already left the station. And that is what we do. So the later we get up, the faster the world is spinning. You know, the world, I believe, is like us. It gets up and it's sluggish. And that is when you can jump on the ride and say, take me where I have to go. But when the world is already spinning on its axle, at that rate it goes so fast, that's why we cannot feel it. Would I be able to catch it? No. So I come here, and if at the end of the day is only one of you who shows up, I'm going to give it to you because you are the one that was needed it the most today. So sending you light and joy on this wonderful Thursday, sunny Thursday, 20-degree morning. I am hoping you have a fabulous day. And I'll see you tonight on Primetime TV at 7 p.m. So drop in. And those of you who didn't get a chance to see Jackie's conversation with me last night on the Tessa-Marie show, check it out. It was worth checking. She's brilliant. The woman spoke. I think Rose was there. Donato came. I don't know if Tyrone came, but it was really great. Yoko came, and I know you guys got something out of that. So thank you everybody for joining. Thank you Rose and Yoko and Donato and Corinne and all of you for coming today. And tonight I am going live with Tyrone. So you guys should directly check him out. He is marvelous. He has a lot of wonderful things to share. So drop in and maybe we will learn something from him. And somebody has given a question. That is unusual to get a question in the morning. What is the request? Oh, Tyrone wanted to come on. Tyrone, in the morning, I don't. I'd have you come on at the time because it's the morning blessing. It's not a conversation. I can do one with you because if you want to talk about that separately from what we're doing tonight, about having the morning blessing and the purpose of it, it's up to you. Anybody who wants to join in and find out of the history of the morning blessing, those of you who don't know and how it started, I'd love to share that. So sending you light and joy. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you. I'm going downtown today. I'm going in my element. My true spirit is downtown. I love the city. So I'll see you guys tonight and have fun. Take care. Have a wonderful morning. Bye-bye.